Okay, guys. So, it's the first Friday of the month, October the 3rd. Non-farm payroll. Or is it? So today is going to be a little bit odd. Let me kind of explain. This is a journal I read. It's FX Street, but it's the American version. And what you'll see on today, the US shutdown continues with non-farm payroll cancelled. Very interesting. And then it goes on in the article about PMI, which there is later on this afternoon as well, and various other little bits and pieces. But how does this affect us as traders? When we're looking at a given chart and you're saying to yourself, well, I've got to get involved in one thing and another. Oh my God, there's this news event, there's that news event. Does it really affect the narrative of what you're doing on a day trade? Well, the answer is no, it's not. All these events do is spike the market at a given time. Now, if you know the spike is coming, well, you can either trade the aftermath or try and predict it. To try and predict a market movement is incredibly difficult. Why? You can read the journals, just like what you've seen. You can take as much information as you can. But ultimately, what you really know is jack shit. Absolutely nothing. Because they won't give you the heads up about what the decision they're going to take. None whatsoever. So the only thing logical to do is trade an aftermath. Now, is something going to happen at 1:30 today? Probably not. It'll just be a bit of a damp squid. If there is a movement, amazing. We'll actually switch it on in just a second to see if anything does happen at 1:30. And if there's an opportunity, we will take it. Now, today, just if I flick this back, I was looking at cable this morning and I did get a little bit of money out of it, 54 quid. It came down, it sort of pushing against that hourly move here. So there was a reasonable sort of assumption earlier on this morning it would push up, and it did. So took an opportunity on it, did a little bit of ladder trading and scalp, and now it's pushing down. Now inside of that, I took the opportunity to take the money on what it was giving me at the time. Now, when you're sort of looking at a news event coming in, again, you've got to take what it's willing to give you at the time. Now, if you're predicting this, it's now a gamble. It's not something it's willing to give you. Whereas if you're going to sort of monitor and see what it does, and then trade an aftermath, now you can take what it's willing to give. Well, that kind of makes sense in a strange, odd way that I look at things. Now, one of the things that I do look at heavily is what the big narrative of the market is. So what we can see here, it's pushed down heavily. It's had a steady rise, an aggressive drop, and now it's moving back up. So what can you read into that? Well, I don't need a news announcement to tell me. I can see it. I can see it's bottomed out down here and it's retracing on itself. Well, where's it retraced to in relation of that move? Well, let's have a little look. Started up there, got to there, came across. Well, it went to the 50% to the pip. So I can see that. So it's playing underneath that 50. As long as it holds under that 50, it'll go back to where it came from. So what's happening right now? Well, again, there's a move, strong move. We can already see there's a narrative to the downside just looking up. 50, bounced off the 61, which happens to tie in with the key level, and has then come back down under the 50 and is holding beyond it. So this zone is incredibly important. It's something to watch. Will there be anything? Well, we're turning into 1:30 now. No, there is nothing. Nada. Squat. So what does that tell you? the markets are holding their breath. You know, well, if that's the case, which side of the fence do you want to be on? Now, personally, I would rather be looking at the selling side. Why? Because it's just showing you it's holding under 50%. And if we flick this back, sell. So, what's the moral of today's non-farm payroll apart from damn squid beyond belief and nothing's happening? Well, the moral is do your bloody homework. Most people who go in expecting this move, they'll try and sort of predict the move. But there ain't one there to have. So what's the best move? Sit on your hands. Because Friday is a nightmare. Even if you're trying to trade Friday morning, you want to be done by 11 o'clock. Because once you go into the afternoon, if you're trapped on the wrong side of a trade, you ain't getting out. Then you've got to fight the Sunday night. It's going to gap. Spreads are going to be wider. And again, it's going to take you out. If by some miracle you make it through to Monday, you've still got no idea which way the money flow is going. So the open will take you out. And if it does, it puts you on a bad foot for the rest of the week. So common sense tells you, don't trade the sodden thing in the first place on a Friday afternoon. But no, you do it anyway, because you want to be in the action, you want to see it, and you want to go for it. And take it from somebody who's been there, done it, got the t-shirt, and had it ripped off his back. You're wasting your time. So, and the people I look after, and I mean, okay, some of them think I'm a bit of a hard taskmaster and one thing and another. I'm not. I just tell them what's going on. And I explain, maybe in a brutal way, that they're stupid. Oh, it's 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. I'm looking at this chart. It looks amazing. It's coming into a zone. It's doing this. And my answer is, what are you doing? Stupid. Calm down. Enjoy your family time. Have a good weekend. Charts will still be there on Monday. Reset. Do it on a Monday afternoon. Then it can run into Tuesday, which will give you an opportunity to get out. Do it on a Friday afternoon, it's running into Saturday. You've got no chance of getting out. So just don't do it. It's that simple. Trading is not about pressing the button. It's about planning and preparation and knowing when to trade, but more importantly, knowing when not to trade. And that's the hardest battle I have. But getting that through to the wannabes is borderline impossible. There's a difference between a business mindset and a gambling mindset. And sadly in this industry, most people have a gambling mindset. They just want the action. Well, casinos are open 24 hours a day. Maybe knock yourself out. But for trading, no, treat it like a job. Do your hours, do your tasks, get paid, go home and enjoy your life. Do it that. This is a wonderful job. It's an amazing job. Treat it like a casino. It's hell on earth. So, non-farm payroll. Damn squid, boys and girls. Damn squid. But trust me when I tell you, trading after 12 on a Friday is a mug's game. See you all in the next one.